Boom. All right, there we go. Good evening. I almost said good morning,
Nice.
guys. Good evening. It is Teachable Tuesday. It's the 12th of August. In the middle of August being the month to go all in, set up the rest of your year. So, guys, do me a favor, drop a comment. Let me know that you guys are alive, awake, ready, fired up. Hopefully, you guys have all your distractions, pushed away so you guys can pay close attention to what we're going to be talking about tonight. And I see some of you guys are driving, so drive safe. Don't try to text and drive and all the stuff there. So straight up, guys, let me get right into it. Bill, I know you wanted to do a little shout out before we get going here. You want to do that now? You want to do that later?
Yeah, let's do it now real quick. I don't think she's on, but it will be recorded because I think her son's visiting her. I was just reading the message. But I just wanted to first I want to congratulate her, Janie Jones. But there's a message here, underline a message. I want to congratulate her. Everyone does things differently,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And as I was coaching her, she had a lot of questions, this lady. And she does things a little her way. And we had a little mix and back and forth. And she wanted to get everything under control before she was ready to reach
Yeah,
out to
she wanted
some
to
of
have
her
all the info.
peers. Yep. And she's an influencer, meaning she's center of influence. She works with
She has reach.
other captains,
Yep.
reach. So all of a sudden, Dan messaged me and said, "Oh, did you see Janie?" And I'm like, so of course I checked, and she has duplication already, and she's just getting going. My exact words to her, Dan, after I congratulated her, was, she just said, I said, snowball it. And I said, if you don't know what a snowball means, it means it's a little snowball that you just keep on rolling into a giant team.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I got your back. So she, um, she's super excited. I just want to congratulate Jeannie Jones for taking a chance on us. Just to give a little history, like we always say about recycling, and people trust us because we really do care. We're not jumpers. We do this serious and full time, and that's why Janie's here because she was in another fulfillment company that we worked uh, over 2 years ago with us on our team, and we really haven't talked since. And she just reached out and said she's been checking out and she's ready to go. So
Mm-hmm.
it just shows you that people are looking for serious people. So if I can leave you with one thing before I hand it off back to Dan, is that I say this all the time. When we train, we all have different styles. My message to everyone is if you're struggling, regardless, you're struggling or you're doing super well, if you're not serious and you're jumping around, regardless of who you're with, what you're doing, if you're jumping around, I don't believe you can build a big team that way. I've proven it, and I hope that this resonates that our seriousness and the way we care, the way we do this stuff, we really do care. And we want to go to different levels. We can only go to the next level if you guys come with us. So I'll leave it at
Mm-hmm.
that. Congratulations, Janie Jones.
Yeah, I've always, gotten the best results when I put my head down and I focus on one thing versus, jumping around from thing to thing. That's always, it's always been. It doesn't mean that you can't do it, but
Yeah.
that's just how it works. And it's great to see someone like Janie come on board. She has a lot of experience, a lot of experience, and like you said, she has reach. She knows a lot of people, and she's been in networking for a very long time. And what I thought was really really cool is she just got started. She already brought on 4 people onto her team, and then Maria, who's on her team, Maria turned around and sponsored somebody right off the bat too. So Janie's obviously bringing on people that know networking, they know what they're doing, so they quickly jumped on board, took action right away without hesitation. And it's just speed always wins, guys. It's straight up. And that's going to lead us right into what we're talking about today. My econ just released a brand new credit repair program. We've talked about it a couple of times already. We've shown you guys. So what I did for you guys, and we're gonna mix it up a little bit this week, and we're gonna do what we normally do on Friday. We're gonna give you guys from now until Friday to basically get the job done, get the homework assignment done, get the challenge done and completed. Is I'm gonna give you guys a video, a YouTube video challenge to get out there, go make a video. I'll make it really simple and easy for you guys to make the video. and I'm going to walk you guys through that tonight. So, as long as you complete the video by Friday's live training at 10 a.m. So, anytime between now and then, go crank out that video. And like I said, I'm going to walk you guys through it right now. I already dropped the link up in the comments. So if you guys are in the chat and the live chat, you guys can scroll up and you guys can see the training document there. I'm gonna start by sharing my screen and showing you guys that. So if you guys need the document again, I'll just pop it in here one more time so you guys don't have to scroll up. And there we got already got comments coming in here. Okay, so there's the document right there. Everybody should be able to see that, right? Okay, you guys can see that. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, I can see that in the chat there. Hopefully, yay. All right, cool. Bill, you see it? You good?
Yes, I
I know
see
you're
it. I'm sorry.
multitasking
I'm
there.
multitasking here.
Okay, so no, all right, I'm getting thumbs up on it. Okay, cool. So let me share my
Okay.
screen, and I got to already see you guys are on the document too, so you can see these little anonymous antelope or anonymous squirrel. So I can see you guys on the document, which is cool. So here is your step-by-step training specifically on putting together. And by the way, guys, if you want, all right, if you want to make your own copy of this so you guys can edit this, you guys can put notes in here, whatever. Right now it's just view only, but all you got to do is go over to here where it says file, and then you click make a copy, okay? And then I'll even open that up and you can make a copy of this and you could put, Bill's, if Bill were to do this, Bill's My Econ Credit Repair YouTube video. But anyway, I'm not going to save that. So you guys can just make a copy, save it as your own. You guys can edit it all to your heart's content. So I'm going to walk you guys through the highlighted sections here. So here's your step-by-step training for the credit repair. I'm going to show you guys the credit repair here in a minute, and we'll talk about that. Actually, you know what? Let me show that to you first. Okay, so in your My Econ members area, obviously you have the credit repair. Now, why is this important? Okay, why is it important to talk about this stuff when it happens? Okay, um, it's important because this stuff is, front and center. This is stuff that My Econ is talking about. They just put this out on their Facebook page and just said, hey, we just refreshed the entire credit repair program. So they're talking about it, which means that other people are looking at it. And by the way, My Econ has thousands and thousands of people that follow their page that are not paying members. Okay. So keep that in mind. And what are those people going to do? They're going to go over to YouTube. They're going to look at more information. Hey, maybe they want to see what is in the credit repair page before they decide to buy, right? So you guys can, and we already went over this on a live training. I think, when did we do this? Yesterday, right? So you
Yep.
guys here's the new credit layout, which is much different than it is before. You have the credit course, you have the dispute letter generator, and then you have the dispute tracker. So in your video, you're going to open up each one of these. Now, I will caution you, okay? If you guys are going to record a YouTube video, you're going to need some editing software if you open this one up right here. Because if you open up the dispute letter generator and you're on camera, when you open this up, it's going to show your personal information. It's going to show your name and your home address. So if you do not want people seeing that, you're going to either need to do some editing, or another way that you could do it is before you guys. So I'll show you a perfect example. So I'm going to obviously unshare my screen right now. If I were to open this up, okay, what you could do is you can kind of blow up the whole thing. I'm going to enlarge the page, okay? So that way, if you guys wanted to share this, you could do this ahead of time before you screen share, before you record, okay? So that way, let me make sure here. So that way it's going to look like this. So you're not seeing all of my personal information, which is up
Mhm.
above here, okay? So you're only seeing you're only seeing the stuff that you want to show people. Okay. So does that make sense, guys? Comment makes sense if that makes sense. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna if you're gonna screen share specifically into this credit little doodad there. Okay. Keep that in mind. All right. So what you're going to be doing in your video is you're going to be walking people through the new credit repair program, which is fantastic. I think they did a fantastic job at this. All the videos are little, anywhere between like 1 to 5 minute videos, easy to consume, easy to digest this content. At the end of every single lesson, they have these checklists right here to make sure that you're absorbing the information correctly, to make sure before you move on to the next section, you have completed certain things. Just like, oh, in our team training site, specifically in there, which I'm not going to go through it. You guys can check it out for yourself. But when you go into our team training site, it's specifically, before you move on to the next section, it'll say what's next. We'll tell you exactly what to do. Okay. So we'll swing back to this in a minute. So right now, you guys have this document, and I'll put this below the training video when I put the replay up on our channel there. Okay. How to record your My Econ 2025 credit repair video. Notice the keywords. Notice the keywords. So if we're ranking this for YouTube, and by the way, you're going to want to do this right alongside. YouTube University. If you're not familiar with YouTube University, where can that be found, guys? Where can you find YouTube University? Okay, somebody
Jamming.
put that in the comments. Hopefully you guys know this, right? Put it in the comments. Where can you find that, right? Yeah, in
There
the
we
bonus
go.
section, Okay, so have that ready. As you guys are going to go make this video, maybe have YouTube University opened up on another tab just in case you need to reference it. However, most of what you need to know is going to be here tonight on this video. We're going to cover most of that, but you may need to reference a specific thing. I don't know. So you're going to get ready to record your content. These are going to be your talking points right here. Okay, pretty straightforward. All new training videos emphasize the fresh, updated content, fresh, updated look. Okay. And put that in here. Fresh, updated look. Right. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Smaller, easier time frames. Training is now broken into short, manageable lessons. In other words, like these are not 45-minute long videos. These are quick and easy to consume pieces of content. The letter dispute generator, which I just talked about, makes creating the dispute letters quick and easy. And then the dispute letter tracker to make sure that as you guys are going through the credit repair system and you guys are sending those dispute letters out, you're keeping tabs on when you sent it and to who you sent it. Okay. So all good stuff right there. Here you go. Some suggested keywords for SEO. What does SEO stand for, guys? You guys really don't need to know this, but I'm just doing a little pop quiz right here. We're
Used
just
to be
picking your
big back in the
marketing
day.
brain. What's that?
Used to be big back in the day.
It was big at one
We used
point.
to
Yeah.
blog. Everyone used to blog.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What does SEO? I know some of you guys are probably looking this up right now or
Come
going
on,
to maybe
wow.
even going to
Brad,
ChatGPT.
break.
Yeah, search engine optimization, right? So in other words, like when someone goes to Google and they search My Econ, or someone goes to YouTube and they search My Econ, these are the most popular keywords that are coming up right now. So you're going to want to mention some of the stuff in your videos. You're also going to want to have this stuff ready to title your videos. And we'll go over that here in a minute. Okay. So here's the structure of your video. Very, very straightforward. You have your hook, right? You have your intro. It even gives you the time frames here. Okay. First 10 seconds, 10 to 20 seconds, 2 to 4 minutes. This does not need to be a long video. This can be 5 minutes, can be 10 minutes. I would hopefully do it longer than a minute. If you're doing this, this should be a full length video, guys. This should not be a short. Okay. It should be a full length video, meaning longer than a minute. But I mean, if you're right around the 1 minute mark, you're probably talking really fast. Okay. Or you're skipping stuff. Okay. So you got your intro, you got your main content, 2 to 4 minutes right here. Again, everything we talked about. And this is where you're going to be sharing your screen when you're on this main content part. This part here, okay, you don't have to show your screen. You can if you want to, or you could just do it all from one screen share section, right? Or you could do the first, as an example, like for me, if I was going to do the intro, I could do it just like this, Hey, my friend DK here. Welcome to this video. We're diving into the My Econ 2025 credit repair update that they just did. I'm so excited to show you guys this. So if you've been looking to repair your credit, or you've just been looking at My Econ as an excellent opportunity to, make some money online or introduce people to credit repair, I'm going to show you exactly step by step what they just fixed. So let's go dive into that. You could do something like that. And then when you do that, boom, Then you segment, you share your screen, and now you're jumping into the screen, all that other stuff there. So, as an example, let me pull my menus back up. So, as soon as I say that, then I would come on over here to this, and I would start going through this stuff right here. Okay. So, again, hope that stuff makes sense. Okay. So, you got your hook, your intro, your main content, and then your call to action. Okay. Here's an example call to action. If you want to see how this new program can help you fix your credit, take control of your financial future, hit the link in the description to get started today. Oftentimes, what I do is I also put my phone number down below the video. I also put my phone number right there on the screen. And I always say, if you have any questions, I left my phone number right on the screen or it's in the description down below. Go ahead, send me a text message, ask me anything. Extend that olive branch. Okay. And by the way, this part here, guys, what I'm going to talk to you guys about is very, 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 I can't stress this, very important. Bill and I have talked about this. We've seen this so many times with some of the videos, some of the pieces of content that you guys are putting out there where you're not putting your information in the description. So when you upload your videos, you're doing some of it, but you're not doing all of it. You're leaving a big opportunity by not putting your personal information, your my econ link or your funnel team link or whatever it is down in the description below the video. So it's like you're doing the work, but you're not going to get credit for it. If someone watches your video and they're interested and they go to sign up, they can't because your link's not there. Okay. So keep that in mind. Okay. So step number 3, optimize your YouTube video. Okay. Your YouTube SEO. This is exactly what we're talking about here. So I'm even just going to put that here. Search engine optimization. Okay. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. Okay. Search engine optimization. So when you go to title your video, okay, you can title it on YouTube. Now, before you upload your video to YouTube, you want to save your video. You want to title it. So in other words, when you go to and you open up your and I'm going to use a video in here. I'm just going to use this Gary Vaynerchuk video, the one that's highlighted in blue there that hopefully you guys can see that. Okay. Can you see that on my screen, Bill? The
Yes.
little pop-up window. So if I were to change the title of this video, I would grab one of these titles here, Fix Your Credit in 2025, My Econ's New Credit Repair Program, and I would make sure the title of the video is changed, okay? I would make sure the title of the video is changed to one of these titles here before you upload it to YouTube. That is going to help your YouTube SEO. Does that make sense? Comment title if you guys are smelling what I'm stepping in here. Comment the word title if you guys understand that, okay? So not only do you actually want to have it on your YouTube video, but you also want to save it on your device because when you go to upload it, all right, it's going to have that title there, and that's going to help with your YouTube SEO. Okay, so there's some title ideas. You don't have to use those, but they're there if you want to use them. Trying to give you guys literally everything you need to get your video recorded and uploaded here, okay? So here we go. Now your description. This is going to go below the video. All you have to do, make it stupid, simple, easy for you. All you have to do is literally copy this whole thing right down through the hashtags. See these little hashtags right here? Okay, all you guys got to do is copy the whole thing right down through here. Oh, that was a bad drawing. Right down through here. Okay, so from there up. You copy that, you put that in the description. I'm going to walk you guys through all of this, okay? And then you got your tags. The tags, again, you can copy and paste those tags and put them below your video. Again, I'm going to try to make this as easy as I can for you, okay? Then you got your thumbnail. Now, what I want you to notice in your thumbnail, a couple things, okay? A couple things. Number 1, you're going to notice there's a big old blank space right over here. Like there's like this, there should be something right here. This is where you're going to put yourself. This is where you're going to put you. Okay, you are going to go right here. Okay, and it'd be cool if you were like looking this way, towards this stuff. Anyway, I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, so you're going to put you right there on that thumbnail. Now, if you guys are using Canva for your thumbnails, I made it really easy for you. You could literally just tap on this, and I have the Canva code. And what that's going to do is when you click on that, that's literally going to open up Canva just like this. That'll open up right in Canva for you, and you can easily edit this, which again, I'll show you all of this stuff here in a minute. Okay. So that's going to be ready to go. Now, here is your, to make it real easy for you guys, here is your word for word script. So in case you're like, okay, you gave me the bullet points, but what am I going to say in the video? Some of you guys can wing it. I know Bill can wing it. I can wing it. You know, Shannon, Kirsty, so many others can wing it.
Mark.
You guys, what's that?
Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, some of you guys are getting really good. Mary is stepping up her game, faux show. But now, here's your hook. First 10 seconds. Big news, my friend. My Econ's credit repair program just got a huge upgrade for 2025. It's going to make fixing your credit faster, easier, and more effective than ever before. Boom. Great hook. Boom. There you go. Say that. And obviously, hopefully you guys, maybe a little bit of editing. You don't have to nail it all at once. Take your time, practice it again. And then you say, hey, DK here. And if you guys don't know anything about me, I help people take control of their finances. By the way, you don't have to read it word for word. You can ad lib. Okay. You can mess around with it, play around with it. Boom. So there's your hook. There's your intro, right? Here's your 2 to 4 minutes, right? Everything to say, all new training videos. And hey, check this out, guys. They have all new training videos. Let me walk you guys through this really quick here. Okay. Again, you don't have to have it perfect, right? Just maybe take some notes step by step. You always know what to do next. Everything's current, everything's relevant. So you're talking about that as you're showing people, you're opening up some of these menus, showing people the checklist, showing people some of these different videos. Cool, awesome. Showing them that, right? Smaller, easier time frames. Again, you're just talking about that they took the big, longer videos and they broke them up into smaller, more easier to consume pieces of content, right? Letter dispute generator, letter dispute tracker. Again, all easy stuff right there. Again, and then your call to action, right? Simple CTA. And then I even have some reminders for you guys. Make sure to naturally include in the video, all right, as you're speaking those words, okay, on camera, you're going to be mentioning my Econ 2025 credit repair. Hey, in this 2025 credit repair presentation, I'm going to walk you through the new credit repair system. Okay, just little stuff like that. Okay, simple stuff. Even an example line right there. Okay, so for you guys to get out there and go do this, everything you need is right here. So now let me demo what this is going to look like for you. So, oh, look, I happen to have YouTube open. So I'm just going to take a video. Okay. It doesn't really matter what it is. I'm going to take a video here. I'm just going to go find, did I delete another one? Let me see if I can find something other than the Gary V video. Or whatever.
You got a million of them.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, those are not videos. Those are,
Okay.
different. Those are PDFs and photos and stuff like that. That's okay. I'm just going to use the Gary V video, and I'm not going to change the title just so you guys can see where this comes into play. Okay. So boom, there's the video. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually, here's the very first thing I want you guys to see. This right here. See right here where it says video link? Not video link, sorry. Let me redo that. Right here where it says file name. This right here is your SEO. Okay. So let's hypothetically say that I recorded this video and we're just going to say for yucks that that's me. Okay. Even though I really look a lot like Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay. Notice the file name. The file name is whatever you save it on your computer for. That's why you want to change the title of the video before you upload it to YouTube, because YouTube is going to use this file name to push out your video. Okay. So if you have it saved as an example, all right, hold on a second here, change my tool around, boom. If you have it saved using the keywords, let me get rid of this stuff here, boom. You know, this stuff right here, if you're saving the file name with these titles, it's going to help your video get seen more. Okay. That's part of YouTube SEO. I know, fancy techie stuff, but that's why we're talking about this. Does that make sense, guys? Comment makes sense. Okay. Comment makes sense if that makes sense. So I'm going to grab one of these titles. Boom. I'll come over here. I'm going to paste the title in there. Okay. So, boom, the file name and the title of the video, the title and the file name should match. Okay. Those two should match. If that makes sense, put the word match in there. Let me know. Simple, easy stuff so far. Okay. You upload your video. Boom. Now you got the description. What am I going to put in the description? You've already recorded your video. You already edited your video. Now you're getting ready to do that. Oh, look, description to put below the video. Boom. Let me go down and remember what I said. Write down through the hashtags. Boom. I'm going to copy that. Come back over here. Boom. Look at that. Now there's one thing missing. Okay. There's one thing missing. The other thing you could do is I like to space this stuff out a little bit. Let's space this stuff out a little bit. Let's have it look just in case anyone goes to look in this information. There. Now there's one thing missing. What do I want to put in the description below the video? We already talked about this. What do I want to put here? Anyone. Anyone. What do I want to put here? Your link here. Your link here. Okay. I want to grab my link and I want to put that right there. Okay. So let's say hypothetically that your link is, okay, get started here. Bill is awesome.com. Okay. You can put that link in there. Okay. Bill likes that website, right? Okay. So you got your website in there. Billisawesome.com, mistyisawesome.com, elvaisawesome.com, whatever that is, right? So we'll put that in there. Okay. Misty, I record everything in Zoom. I like Zoom. It's easy to record in. That works best for me. So you guys can record on any platform that you want. You can record an iMovie. It might depend on your device. If you guys have a PC, I'm sure there's something you guys can use. I like Zoom. Zoom works best for me because you can do this. Sharing your screen is relatively easy to do, and you can share your screen while you're recording, which is super cool. Doesn't have to be one or the other. So anyway, we got our information in there. We got our link in there, right? We got our keywords in there. We got some hashtags in there. Super cool, right? Yeah, OBS Studio. OBS is another video editor. I believe OBS is free. Paul, correct me if I'm wrong there, but I believe OBS is free. Okay, so we keep on going, right? Thumbnail. Let's talk about the thumbnail here for a second. So here's what you can do. You can come on over to this little guy over here. Let's go to the thumbnail. All right. So you can either take this and save this, or you can just click on the Canva link right there and you can go right into Canva. So let me show you what you can do here. Okay. Let me open up all this other stuff here. All right. So I'm going to go to my uploads. I'm going to go find a picture of me somewhere, or I can grab a picture of anybody. Boom. I'm just going to use her because that's the example I'm going to use. So again, hypothetically, let's just say that this is a picture of me. And it's cool because this girl is pointing. So what you guys want to do is use a picture of you. Okay? Use a picture of you, preferably to brand you. You don't need to use a picture of me or a picture of Bill or a picture of Ivy or anybody else from the company. You just want to use a picture of yourself. Okay? So you're going to hit the background remover there, or remove some of that stuff. Okay, boom. See how it just did that? And I'm going to take this. And what's cool is what's she doing? She's pointing right at all this awesome stuff right there. Okay. Yes, Canva can, to answer your question, Elva, Canva, just like it did right there, Canva can delete the background. So as an example, let me see if I can find a picture of me. Oh, here's another one, right? Let me use this. I'll take this fine young lady. I'll delete her out. And I'm going to grab the picture that I just did and see right here where I can hit background remover, BG remover. Boom. It's going to take that right out of there. And then boom.
Nice job.
Yeah. And I take that and I'm pointing up towards the whatever it is there. And I'll put this right here. Actually, I'm going to move myself all the way over to the corner. I'm gonna make this a little bigger. Okay.
You may want to smile.
Yeah, let me think about it. Yeah, I can always use a new photo, but anyway, let's just say we're gonna
Okay.
we're gonna use that. Okay.
There we go.
And then this is ready to go. So all you guys got to do is literally just take a picture of yourself. Use any picture, doesn't matter. If you want, remove the background. It's easy to do in Canva. And then this is good to go. So I can literally save this, download, right? Download to my device, come back over here. Okay. Boom. There's my thumbnail. I put that in there. And then voila, just like that. So far, so good, guys. So far, so good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go right here where it says, you always want to make this, no, this is not for kids. Because then you got to jump through a whole bunch more hoops if you do that stuff. So you're going to hit show more. Okay, right here, show more. We're going to open this up. What's one more thing we got to do here before we go to get this ready to post, guys? What's the one other thing we got to add here? Let me quiz you guys. Okay. Who knows the answer to this? Hopefully some of you guys know the answer to this. Boom, Elva on point today. So you got your tags right here. You ready for this? Okay. Where was I? Right here. Tags. I'm just going to copy these. Already has a commas in there. I'm going to copy these. And this should paste right in here. Boom. Oh, money.
Oh,
Oh, money. I mean, Bill, are we making this easy for them? I don't know.
it's so easy, especially when we work together.
Yep.
Viral marketing is my favorite.
Yeah. So there you go. You got your tags. You got your thumbnail. You got your video description. You got your title. And obviously, you guys can learn from me using the wrong title before I uploaded this here. So you guys know what to do there. Okay. And then you would just hit next. If your channel's monetized, turn your monetization on. You always want to turn your monetization on. If your channel's not monetized, you won't even see that. Okay. And then I just hit that. And then here. And then I just I get ready to schedule it. Okay. And I can schedule this. I can make this public right now. I can schedule this to go out at a specific point, but you want to go and you want to make this video public. So that's literally, guys, everything you need on the YouTube video. You got your titles, you got your description, you got your tags, you got your thumbnail, and then of course down here you have your video script. So realistically, between your hook, your intro, your main piece of content, and again, you're going to be sharing your screen just like I am right now. I'm using Zoom. You're going to be sharing your screen and talking about this information. Okay. You could, if you wanted to, you guys could literally just stick right here. Personally, for me, what I like to do anytime I'm talking about any of my econ products and services, I like to start from the members area. Okay. Now, the reason I like to do that is when I'm recording the content, I like to start here so I can say, hey guys, welcome to this video about my econ, blah, blah, blah. So let's talk about the credit system. Let me show you how easy it is to access the credit system through your back office. Once you're here, you can see it right there. It's right in front of you in the little product carousel. All you guys got to do is click here, and you're just letting the viewer know, you're letting that person that's watching know, hey, it's really simple to get into this. You don't have to jump through any hoops. You just click on the big old, picture that says credit repair system. And here we are. So let's go ahead and show you guys all the cool new features in here. You walk them through the course. You don't have to go through every single one, but you could just talk about the format, how the format is easy to follow now. Again, taking the notes from here, smaller to digest pieces of content. They got the checklist at the end of every section. Again, letter dispute generator, dispute letter tracker. Boom. Once you go through that information, you give them the call to action. You close the video up, and then you go through the process of uploading your video like we just did, and you have all that cool stuff added because it's all right here on the document. And again, if you have any questions on how to do this, okay, or you need a little more assistance, number one, you could come right back here to this video and rewatch this because everything you need to do is here in this training tonight. And you could also have YouTube University opened up and you could be using that as a reference as well. All of this stuff is 100% free to you here in our team training replays, as well as your bonuses section. Okay, so the challenge for you guys is this: again, from now until Friday, go make that video. Let's all get out there as a team, go put out content about this brand new credit repair program that they just revamped. Looks great, sleek, sexy, awesome, all that good stuff. Okay. So get out there, go put out a video about that, showcase that, let people know about it, let people know that it's updated, all that good stuff. And then what we'll do on Friday, like we've done many, many times on a Monday, is we'll get together, we'll take all of those videos, everyone that put out a video, we're going to put your name in the wheel and we'll get you guys some extra attention. The winners will go into my personal rotator where I'll work to guarantee you a sale. You'll also go onto Bill's email list where he's going to email your link out for you and help you generate even more leads. So we'll tag team it as the leaders of this team here, and we'll help get you and your link some extra attention. So that is the challenge. Everybody up for that comment challenge? If you guys are all up for that, Bill, I know like you said, you love it when we do this because all collectively as a team, we all get out there, we put out a bunch of content. We're staying fresh in mind, right at the top of people's minds. They're seeing our team taking action, putting the content out there, and it's going to be some good content, man.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. That's how you create a wave.
Yeah,
That's how we did it in 2018, and the credit repair was two versions behind. So it wasn't even the last one we had. It was called so this they had Smart Credit and they had My Credit System. So they had two different ones, and now they have this newest version. And we're adding the third. There's a third version coming very shortly with the AI.
yeah,
And you could add that to your content too, by the way. I would.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm pumped. It's they paid out millions of dollars in 2018 with just pushing credit repair,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, and don't take credit repair lightly, guys, because I mean it's a major, major, major opportunity here in the United States. So yes, even if you're from overseas, you can still talk about credit repair. You can still talk about how important it is here in the United States. And even though you're overseas, you have a solution for someone. That's a great thing. So just like Bill said, guys, this is how you create a wave. This is how we get some massive momentum going on the team is everybody taking action and everybody taking similar action. It's called duplication, guys. So you guys have everything you need. Now you just got to, now's the hard part. Now you got to press record and you got to speak. That's,
Yep.
and I,
And by the way, another shout out, Albert Black. I see him. I just got like an alert. I guess I'm a subscriber. And it says Albert made a new video. And while I was here, I went to it, and it was a nice short. He had his link in it, Dan.
nice.
So and it went right to the My Econ funnel, the My Econ tour. It actually went to.
It's a good page.
Yep.
Converts well. But that's it, guys. That's it. Any questions on that? So yeah, Bill, to answer your question in the chat there, yeah, of course you can post that video. Like I just mentioned, you could be from New Zealand, Mexico, Canada, UK, and just say, hey guys, like if you guys are in the United States, just letting you guys know, my econ just came out with a brand new credit repair program. Let me show you how awesome it is. Okay, you absolutely could put that out. There's no reason why you can't put that out. So
Most are people outside of the United States. They're making money in the United States. Remember, you're part of the affiliate program, so all
yeah,
this stuff works for you guys too. I mean, you could sell credit repair all day long if you wanted to,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. Imagine the number one credit repair, salesperson is not in the U.S. That'd be funny.
That'd be a good problem to have.
That'd be a great problem. I mean, Felicia Allen is cornering the market, but
Yes.
that'd be a
She's number one in the credit repair. She sells the $25 discount,
mhm.
and she does, on sometimes she has 100 sale week.
Yeah,
And all she talks about is credit repair. You could
yeah,
be an expert in any one of these fields.
yeah, yep, yep, yep.
Anything else, Dan, you got?
No, man, I think that's it for now. So, yeah, make sure when you guys are recording, if you guys are recording this for YouTube, hold it should be a horizontal frame. So just like a YouTube frame, it should be horizontal, just like we are right now. If you want to do vertical, you certainly can, but it would just have to be a shorter video for something like TikTok or Shorts or something like that, um, you could use whatever device you want to record it. It doesn't have to be Zoom. I mean, you could use a phone if you guys want to, but just make sure you're doing it right. Make sure you're holding the phone horizontal. Okay.
It could be any amount of time over a minute. You don't want it to be a short. So
Yeah, it
that's up
just
to
needs to
you,
be over a
Misty.
minute
Yeah.
because you want it to be what's known in YouTube speak as a full length video. Full length video is just longer than a minute. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want it to be because again, like think about it, guys. Like if you're going to introduce yourself, you're going to give someone a walkthrough. You're talking about, hey, here's this cool thing that just happened. Let me show it to you, and then it's like vertical, and you go through it in like 30 seconds. Like how much did you really show them? You know what I mean? Like that's why we want this to be longer than a minute and stuff like that. Yeah, TikTok Live. You could definitely do a TikTok Live, Facebook Live, YouTube Live. You could do that vertical and take your time and show people and stuff like that. That would be cool to do. But yeah, just longer than a minute, horizontal, standard YouTube video. Okay.
I want to add one more thing, Dan, just a little nugget. I call them little nuggets, things from experience. These trainings, I know they're for active members, but don't be afraid to add some prospects. And with that said, anyone that is a guest, just get back with the person who invited you. But I sent a message to a bunch of people, to the team and also to prospects. And there's prospects, and I just had a private chat that someone just said, I'm not even a member yet. Please send me some more information. He was pretty direct. But my point is maybe next week, feel free to add some of your definitely people that are on the fence because when
Hmm.
they see what we do, like the overview Dan just did, that could push them over because we really go over and above. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah, 1,000%. We're just trying to make it as simple and easy for you guys as possible to give you everything you need. So from the description to the title to the tags, thumbnails, all of that stuff. Just that way you guys can just go produce. You guys literally just have to press record. You don't have to worry about all the other stuff. Trying to get it right. That's why we do this stuff for you guys to make it as easy. Again, the big D word, duplication. So if it's easy for you, it's going to be easy for others too. So that's it.
Can I ask one more thing, Dan?
Sure.
Can you do a roll call on how many people are going to do the honor system and say they're going to do a video? Because I really do love this when we do the viral stuff.
Yeah,
So,
we already did that. I said comment challenge if you guys are
oh,
gonna
my
if
bad,
you
my
guys
bad.
are gonna do it. And
I was
we got
probably
lots of
multitasking.
challenge comments coming in there. So
All right, cool. Let's all go get it.
yeah, that's it, guys. Get out there, go do the work, and hey, we'll see you guys live tomorrow, man. Have an
We'll see you on
awesome evening.
YouTube. Take care. Bye bye.
Later.